We ain't got no time for borkers here. So yeah, I mean, it sounds like you have a scared dog, right? It's probably, dog is a genetic disposition to being fearful, I'm sure, right, to some extent. A lot of this kind of stuff is not like something happened to them. A lot of it is just they're kind of wired a little off, you know? You know, because we don't have any formal means of communicating with the dog, you know, I know you said you've tried to do a little bit with commands and stuff like that, but nothing that's like what we would consider to be like real world ready, where we could use it in like these situations of arousal. The dog is just essentially resorting to trying things to make the scary things go away without any direction on our part. You know what I mean? So when we've worked with these dogs in the past, a lot of times what we try to do is we try to establish the communication with them first that we need. So we teach them, you know, obviously a set of skills that they need. We proof those skills in different environments of arousal. We teach the dog essentially yes and no in a way that they really understand, so we can start to coach them through these scenarios better and essentially give them that direction where they start looking to us when they're scared, as opposed to just acting like impulsively on their own. We've seen a lot of dogs like this before, and it could be a real pain in the ass initially for owners. I totally get it, especially when they're, you know, a little bit bigger and stuff like that. But a lot of times once you establish that training, you could really see a lot of this stuff go away pretty quickly as they start to understand just focusing in and focusing on the tasks that we're asking them to do. Did you get all of that? Good job, bud. That wasn't so scary, was it? Yeah, it was. It was so scary. Take a look at your little ear holes. How they look? Pretty good. Let's see. That showcases what we see 9 out of 10 times with dogs like this, really fearful dogs. You go to do something they don't like, they act out, they throw a tantrum, we'll call it what it is, right? And most people stop because they think they're hurting the dog. You're not hurting the dog. When dogs are really, really fearful, they learn that they could rehearse big dramatic displays like that to make the scary thing stops, because all it is something scary happening, a scary noise, an intrusive handling related thing, something like that. And 9 out of 10 times, if you just let the dog get it out of their system for a second, you don't stop what you're doing, and you work them past it, you see they immediately realize that doesn't work, and they become compliant to whatever it is you're trying to get them to do. Good job, boy. And then later on, once we've developed some positive reinforcement or a food drive out of him, we can then reinforce that behavior, right? So we work through the nonsense. Then once we have his motivation, we continue doing it and we pump him up with food. Now this dog, since he's new, he's very, very fearful, as you can tell. His food drive is minimal right now. He's not super interested in it, obviously. So we have to start to work through these hurdles other ways. And as we work through those hurdles and the food drive comes up, then we get kind of the full, confident, motivated dog.
I would have never thought her reaction, she was capable of how she reacted.
For sure, yeah.
Just based on past experience, but.
Yeah. Yeah, you understand that, you understand where it's coming from, right? You have a respect for it, and you be aware of it, you know? And then you obviously work to improve on it. That's all you can do with that kind of stuff. Okay.
Is it okay to praise them? Like if they're
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
I find myself doing that a lot, so.
100%. The reason why I don't typically do it is because anything we use as a reinforcement has to be perceived by the dog to be a reinforcement, right? And me petting her constantly probably is more aversive than anything, so it could actually counteract what I'm trying to do. We say your rewards or your corrections, they're contingent on what the dog thinks about them, not what we think about them, you know? So in your case, yeah, she'd like that, obviously. Now sometimes I'll add in praise, but it's not for the point of reinforcing. It's for the point of adding in another variable that she needs to learn how to kind of get used to, you know? Okay. Sit. No. Place. So let me just try. Let me just see if I can get over there. Okay, yeah, stay's built into all of our commands. So the way we look at it is there's never a time you're gonna tell her sit or place or down, but get up whenever you want to. Doesn't make sense, right? So we just make sure that we have a clear beginning and a clear end to all of our commands. As long as we have that, there's no need for an in-between. A lot of times people will use stay like a crutch, right? So if it looked like she was gonna break command, we'd remind her like stay, stay, as opposed to letting her make the mistake so she can learn from it and then fix herself. Come on. Place. Good. Sweet. Looks really good. So you can give her a second here, then I'll have you start jumping into some of that. So I'll give you this. You're gonna start with a place command with her, and each one of these you're gonna go through 3 steps, right? Yeah, right? Step 1 is just getting onto the bed, so walk up, say place. If she doesn't do it, no, tap place with help. If she does do it, fantastic. Get a bunch of those really good. Then you'll move on to duration holding the leash. So you'll put her onto the place command, walk around holding that leash a couple times, then release her. Once that looks good, you'll add in dropping the leash. you can go ahead and drop her leash and just let her hang out for a minute here. Good work, girl. So we'll give her just a minute here, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch, push those to the side, and do the sits then. Sophie, come here. Sophie, come on, you can do it. Good job. Hello. Hello. Like, sit again? Is that what you want? Looks awesome. She's doing really, really good. So the sit stays, the bed stays, and the walking are gonna be the 3 things to start working on. And they're things you've already been working on. The only difference is we're working with just the tap now as opposed to the hold, right? At a slightly higher level. You don't need to be that high, obviously. If at home you can get away with 15, 20, something like that, totally fine. Each time you work on either your place command or your sit stays, make sure you work on it in that order of 3 things. It kind of primes the dog up for the harder one.
Mix them up?
Don't mix them up right now. Yeah, do like your place commands, then push them to the side, then your sit commands, then push them to the side. Yeah, we'll get into combining things later, obviously, but we got to get all these individual pieces done first. So it's not that you did any harm by doing it, and especially in the stage we were doing last time, there's a lot less you could screw up with it because we're working a lot lower and stuff. But as we're implementing those corrections, we really need her to get into that zone of how do I avoid this single correction, and if it changes every time, that gets very confusing. Yes. So looks awesome though. You have any questions?
No. So for a dog like her with boarding,
Yep.
like, how would you guys handle her?
Bring her in on muzzle with her gear on and stuff, and then we'll slow intro her, and then usually after a little bit of working with her and stuff, we'll pop it off, and she's usually good at that point. And a lot of times initially, if we need to, we'll keep like a drag line on them or something, you know. We just kind of gauge how she responds. A lot of times when they come here though, they're much more subdued, especially once the owner's gone, you know. So I don't anticipate we'll have any big problems, so. Yeah, you know, it's a hard life.
I'd be sad
Bed. Good. Okay. So her vet had her prescribed on like a freaking stupid amount of anxiety medication, Bed, that she just got her fully off of. Good. For some kennel anxiety issues, just in general, very reactive on a leash. Like supposedly she was, and I believe it, not supposedly, she was so reactive out on the walk to other dogs and distractions and stuff like that, the owner couldn't even take her for walks. Okay. So the vet's answer was anxiety medication, which clearly this is not an anxiety medication problem. This is a training problem. You saw that walk we went on, kids, people, this, that. Yesterday when I was walking her, we saw plenty of other dogs. She'd get a little excited, but she redirected onto me because I was giving proper communication. Bed. Good. See if a dog walks in right now. Good. No. Bed. Good. And because we're providing direction here, good. And addressing the actual problem as opposed to band-aiding it. No. Bed. Good. We're seeing results that don't require very expensive medication. Good. Okay, how's it going?
Oh, the only thing is she's terrified to go down the stairs and she hates getting in the car. Like shakes, she freezes, and then I was thinking too one time I might want to do a session at my office. Yeah. Because the only time, like she'll bark just when you hear knocking at the door, which I don't mind, but she'll bolt to the office, or to the front door. So at work I just don't want her to do that.
Yeah, of course.
She comes every day except she shakes and like panics the whole car.
Yeah. Does she just like lay there and shake and panic?
Like buries her head, like cannot breathe, hyperventilating.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. And she won't get into the car either?
We've been having to pick her, like she used
Yeah.
to put her front two paws and then you'd lift her back. Now she just like stands as far away as she can. And then,
I gotcha.
Like he'll pick her up or I'll get her.
Yeah. Is that like a new occurrence, the car anxiety?
It's been like since, I think it's since Bailey.
Yeah.
Her and Bailey were always in the back seat together.
Sure.
They
Yeah.
went everywhere. And she just hates it.
I got you. Okay. But you didn't see like really any stress in the car before that with her?
Definitely still stressed, but she would hop in there.
I gotcha.
Like she would be
Yeah,
excited to go somewhere, now she's just panicking.
You're just carrying her little lamb around.
When you go to work and she
Oh my god, yeah, if you say you're gonna go to work, she
Yeah.
bolt out the door, be
That was
ready
like
to
a year
go.
ago.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Okay.
And now these steps are just, like it takes so long to get her down the steps in the morning.
Yeah.
From upstairs, yeah.
Okay.
Immediately, as soon as we get up in the morning, like, she tucks her tail.
Yeah.
She knows, like, we're about to go downstairs.
Like, and then we said too, like, we'll get stair runners, we'll do like, if,
Sure.
if
Yeah,
she
yeah.
doesn't like the wood, but I don't even think that that's a problem.
Yeah, sometimes they could just create this like irrational fear of stuff. And the thing is too, like the stairs aren't super steep, where, you know, they have pretty wide landings, where we'll see some people who have just these crazy narrow steps. And those ones, it's a little bit more understandable why the dog would be nervous of them.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem like that's the case here. And there's plenty of landings for her to get right too. It's not like it's like one huge shot also,
And
you know?
she'll get to like the third step and then panic and
Yeah.
like, fall off. She like, throws herself off.
Oh
the
my
roof.
gosh.
Like, it
And
seems like
it's
the
screaming,
second
she can hurt
one,
herself.
Yeah, sure.
for the most part, it seems like it's a second stair.
Yeah.
She'll just say, screw it.
I got
Try
you.
to make
And then when I got home today, I left her home today, which I never do. And she was upstairs, could not like, get down when I got home. I should run right now.
Okay, and I'm assuming most of the times you try to get her to do it, she doesn't have the leash on, or do you try to do it with the leash,
In
or
the morning I do it with the leash.
you do it with the leash?
Upstairs, otherwise I can't get her down.
Once she has the leash on, will she kind of just go for it, or what?
She feels like safer, I think. But
Yep.
it's still like, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, I got you. Okay, cool. All right, well, we'll take a look at that. We'll do the whole landing. So is this the top floor, I'm assuming?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So down, 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 down. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll just go up to the very top first here. And no commands or anything, we're just going, right? That's a lot of this is when our dogs start developing these like weird phobias with things, really it comes down to like just committing to like, we're just doing this and I don't care if she's a little nervous of it, you know? I know there's nothing to be scared of right now, so we're just gonna work you through it, right? So I'm just gonna do this a couple times. Again, no commands here. She understands leash pressure and moving when she feels that tension, so we'll just get her all the way to the top. Very good. And just all the way to the bottom. And if she's a little slow with it, no problem, obviously. You know, I don't have a huge issue with that, as long as she does it.
Yeah, she always at the top and like, she'll put a paw down and she panics.
Sure. Come on. Okay, then we'll come back up. We'll do that again.
And now she shows off. We're not lying.
I believe you.
I know she's doing something.
Again, a little resistance right there. No coaxing or anything, just keep walking. Good job. Come on.
Yeah, I haven't used the e-collar for the paw over the stairs.
Yep.
Because I don't wanna.
It's not wrong to, right? Like you know, she knows a heel command or a common command, right? So we could implement that and it would work exactly the same. The thing is, I think a lot of people jump too quickly into a lot of pressure, where it's not so much a pressure thing, it's just consistency of, again, making it non-optional, you know? So we could solve this problem without the e-collar, you know? And then if you run into the one-off situation where it's like you're downstairs, you're trying to get her to go for a walk and she's not coming down, then we would give a common command. If she didn't do it, we'd correct for it, you know? Looks pretty good.
That's fatigue.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even want to add e-collar into it right now because this is going to be the solution for it for you guys. So let's do this. We'll give her a quick break here, then we'll take a look at the car here next.
Okay.
And my focus with that is primarily just going to be getting her to get into the car on her own. You know, we'll kind of see what we get with it. We know she's obviously physically capable of jumping into the car, so we'll see if we can get you doing it.
She gets up on the couch slow that way, like one
Yeah.
paw at a time, but when she's excited, she can hop up
Oh
on
my
the
god, yeah, like
Oh,
when
yeah.
we're playing with her, or like up on the bed or anything. Like,
Yeah. You wouldn't believe how many dogs develop these just weird phobias of stuff like this. You know, whether it's stairs or whether it's jumping up onto a surface.
I took her to
It's
the
interesting.
vet 'cause I was panicking like a crazy person. Like, dogs are just weird.
They're
They're just weird.
they're correct. Yeah.
it's so funny watching her get up on the bed, because like, it's like one at a time, and then she like uses the side of her
Yeah.
literally to hit her other,
Yeah.
it is the funniest thing.
So this is where you usually have her back here?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Come on. I just want to see where she's at with it currently, obviously. Come on. Come on. There you go, good job. It's a little hesitant, but again, right away, not making it optional here, just getting her to go all the way in. We'll let her hang out there for a minute, obviously. So you got a nice coating of slobber over here. Come on.
I've never seen her get in the car by herself.
Ever.
Ever.
So same deal, give it a go again. Make sure you don't slip out of your collar. Come on. Good, there we go. All right, I'm tired. It's like, whew.
You're real cute though.
Look at that face.
Are you happy?
Come on. She's like, no, I'm exhausted. Yeah. Good. And you could give just like a little bit of support there, obviously, just in case she slips, you know. But the key is getting her doing most of it here. Give it a go. This one's gonna be a little bit tougher, so usually left-hand side, just kind of reach in and just hold that pressure steady while she does the rest of the work.
Okay.
And then once she gets more confident with this, you'll see her start actually just jumping in on her own, obviously.
Are you hiding?
Can't even imagine
Are
her.
you hiding?
Yeah, she'll go and like just lay
Yeah.
down and be one with the ground.
Perfect. Little support, let her do it. Oh, there we go, perfect. And that's where, you know, if she starts falling, you can kind of support a little bit, obviously.
Good job.
There you go, perfect. Almost there. She's really making this hard on herself.
She is. Are you getting
Do a
tired?
little hop.
Yeah, right? Just a little hop.
Your legs
That's
are
it.
so long.
Yeah, you're as tall as the car.
Yeah, you're built like an athlete.
Yep. All right, you're up. Give it a go.
You get the most exhausted part.
Yeah,
Yeah, great.
She's just tired.
right at it.
Yeah. She does. She strains herself.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Just do one more of those. This is kind of a tricky one because the door, like, you know, the way of getting in is kind of slow, you know. A lot of times, like when you use your hatch and stuff, you could almost kind of get a running start to force them into the jump, you know. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do it, obviously, it's fine. Yeah.
I would. She would be terrified. I used to try and put the seats down.
Yeah. And try to not lift, just support.
Sorry.
There you go.
And this is why we have a problem.
That's okay.
Good.
There we go. I'll take the leash, give her a quick break, and then I'm just going to do like 2 more of those. Whenever we're dealing with car issues like this, like getting into the car, I always say it's going to be a matter of take like a week and just commit to there will be no more picking her up into the car. And if you could just do that, watch her just get in right now.
I would die.
I would too, I think. Would you like to? Would you like to give it a go? Come on, you could do it. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. You're almost there. Good job.
Unreal.
You did it. Good job. Good job. So, you know, she clearly can do it, right? Like, she just needs a little bit of confidence as far as doing it successfully, you know? She's just making it really hard on herself. And as she starts to get more confident in it, again, it'll be more of a fluid motion. Once it's more of a fluid motion, the hop will come, you know?
I can't wait for the hop.
Let me try one more here. Get in. So same deal. I'm going to see if she could do pretty much all of this without any pressure. Just gonna watch, see what we get. Pull yourself in, you got it. You got it. There we go. So that was actually a little bit smoother than the last one. So, come here. Good job. Good job. Come on. Let's do one last one.
Wow.
Let's end it on a good one. Come on. You got this. You got this. Hell yeah, even better that time, right? And notice how much faster she was with doing it, and she's even starting to figure out, she's getting her front body as far forward as possible to kind of pull her back legs up, so she's figuring it out, you know what I mean? Nice. It's just learning the mechanics of it. Come on. There you go, all right. Hell yeah, that's great. All right, let's take her inside. I wanna just take a look at the bed command real quick, because that's gonna be something you can start working on at the office. Let's go ahead and try. We're gonna try to walk downstairs real quick, just see if when we go out of sight, how she does. I'll let you guys go first. Damn. Good job. Good job. Okay, come on. Yeah, so again, a couple corrections there. I know. You're free. Couple corrections there, and she was like, all right, well, I'm stuck here for a little while. So, and had we wanted to do 30 minutes there, she probably would have held it for the whole 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
So.
Go get water, huh? Are you thirsty? Are you thirsty?
Looks good though. I mean, I'm not seeing any major issues. I'm just seeing a couple little tweaks to make to get past some of those little hurdles, you know. Less optional with a lot of this stuff. Get her getting in the car, obviously. Just make her do it, you know.
No hesitation.
It's just what I got out of this was make her do it and don't like say anything. Don't say good, don't say bad, don't say just.
Yeah, and listen, like if you want to tell her, it's not that it's wrong to do those things. The key is that most people rely too heavily on like, she's scared, so I need to, come on, it's okay, this, that, right? Instead of, let's just get her to do it and then reinforce after that, you know? Because here's the thing, like, I don't know if is she into treats and stuff, or? sometimes, hit or miss.
She's not really
Yeah.
food motivated.
Yeah. So, you know, she's praise motivated. Like, once she does it well, you can praise her. Like, I have no problem with that, obviously. It's not going to hurt anything by any means. But initially, I kind of scrap everything except the necessities to get the job done. Then I add all of that back in. So,
Simple.
that's right. Keep it simple.